Some OSFirstTimer fans got together to make a podcast about our channel. So Dinah and I went on a huge walk and made an 8-part mini reaction series to it. Be sure to comment with OSFirstTimer related questions on this video to have them answered in a question segment at the end of the next podcast reaction episode. This is episode 7. And we're back. What do you think of this view? This is such an incredible spot. Let's come over here.
I've been walking for the last 15 days or so.
This is episode 7 now of the PodcastFirstTimer reaction. Look, more houses being constructed up around here. They're all going to get this amazing view here. Let's take a look at this view before we listen to some more of this podcast. Look, imagine being right here, this house here. This is a plot of land for sale if anyone is interested. And you get a huge view of a town or it's Blackman's Bay in Kingston over here. So this is mostly the Blackman's Bay. Kingston is over the hill, but this is a place called Blackman's Bay. It's an amazing view. Illawarra Primary School down there. There you go, the huge view. It's pretty cool, hey? What a great spot. Well, let's keep listening to the podcast. They're talking about their different channels and what they rank these other channels I've made. So how to quickly, they've just finished talking about that.
All right, so next one, what the heck? Oh wait,
what the heck just happened?
I love that channel.
That was funny.
All right, next one, what the heck just happened?
What the heck? It was a magic trick channel.
Actually, no.
That one is pretty...
I wouldn't say like, what the heck just happened?
What the heck just happened?
That should be how you say it, okay?
It should be.
What the heck just happened?
Mighty Eagle got it too.
You gotta do it in Phil's voice. What the heck just happened?
And
Yes,
there's
yes.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
Okay,
ridiculous.
so that's where he does magic tricks and stuff on it.
Yep, magic
It's not
trick.
magic, it's editing.
Yeah, it is editing. Some of it were magic
most of it
tricks.
is just editing.
Most of it
But
was editing.
no, the pen
it's
trick
not
wasn't
magic,
editing.
it's editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was another case of like, you get the community involved, everyone will like it.
It's
Yeah,
another
exactly.
kangaroo.
Yeah, so that one
Yeah.
is another community
Popping up
channel,
there.
so I like that for its community involvement. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
But I guess it's there's a little bit too much.
So
Yeah,
these
as
are
I
all
say,
right.
Yeah.
a little bit of video editing going on there.
Yeah, lots of video
I would
editing.
say 7 out of 10.
7
but
out
it
of
didn't
10,
really
yeah.
generate too many views, so yeah.
I'd say 6.
I'd
6.
say
6.
5.
Wasn't
That's
as
fair.
popular.
And this is my personal favorite, kind of. Let's explore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't really
I love
like
Let's Explore.
I really don't like that. It's just...
It's funny how OS Daily Timer often has quite different opinions to the other two.
Yeah.
Let's Explore. I remember someone just today commented on you trying out AI video, the AI Turing test where you spoke to that 13-year-old boy online who said something. Anyway, in that video he said, "Oh, you should bring it. You should bring back the Let's Explore channel." It was basically me. I'd go on a walk, and at the end of the walk, I'd point in 3 directions to say where should I continue walking,
right.
and the
You
community
swayed
kept.
that way, that
Yeah,
way,
so
that
OS
close.
Daily Timer did not like that.
That reminds me of when I was a child.
Honestly.
Choose Your Own Adventure.
Venture books.
They were such a hit.
Yeah, Mighty Eagle 73 met up with me on one of the Let's Explores, and he
Yeah.
was a part of the Let's Explore. I think he continued it after I gave up. He continued from where I was standing.
Walking around and it's like, and then talking. And then
That's kind
it's
of
like
what we
What
do.
we're
a
doing
bit
now.
of community
There's no
involved at the end.
Well,
people
I think me and Oscar might be a little bit biased because it's in Australia, and like we might be biased towards like how much we like Australian nature, I guess.
Just for the record, I would not. If Let's Explore still going on right now, and then he asked me to continue it, I would not continue it purely because it's all in the northern beaches.
And he hates the
Yeah.
northern beaches, remember?
Third time you've mentioned northern beaches.
I have, yeah. Personally, I not only do I like exploring Australia, I mean, I like exploring everywhere. I have a even after Let's Explore, I have a channel dedicated to exploring Australian roads where I upload time lapses of traveling around every single from, for example, from Sydney to Brisbane, Sydney to Melbourne, Sydney to Canberra. All that kind of
Huge
stuff.
time lapse.
Melbourne
It's like
to
a
Geelong.
10-hour trip.
He did it on
That
the way
stuff,
to Tasmania.
Yeah, I think he did.
So yeah, I am biased once again because I like exploring like stuff like Sydney's roads, like walking and then finding different stuff in different areas. So for me, I mean, he talks about like a lot of his stuff as well, how he come across this area, random stuff that he finds that you wouldn't otherwise have found if you didn't go out and explore. You know what? This whole thing about this touching grass thing. You know what I mean? This is basically like a geek who likes operating systems and does computers all day. Finally touches grass. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a famous sort of meme,
That's
touch
probably
grass
why
for
I don't
gamers.
like Let's Explore because I don't go outside.
Oh no! It's daily time.
Maybe
You gotta
should
go
get-
outside.
You should get that vitamin D, man.
Yeah, vitamin D is
I have
really
a
good for you.
window.
Well,
There, perfect.
Have the window open. Breathing indoor
I
air
spend a
is
lot of
really
time
good for you.
exploring as well. Like
I mean, outdoor
enjoy
air.
just going
Yeah,
outside,
have the window
walking
open.
on,
Indoor
like,
air isn't that good for
random
you.
roads, random tracks, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of why I like it because I get to watch someone else do it as well.
Obviously, I also continued Let's Explore. So
He
after
did.
Phil's Let's Explore number 13, I did number 14, and I continued where he left off, which was Chroma. And then episode 15, Phil joined me. 16,
Oh, yeah, I
17,
remember that.
18. And then I recorded 19, but I didn't upload 19 because I didn't have time to edit it.
Put it in deeper into your ears. I don't know why the earbuds keep falling out of your ear. Thank goodness Jazzy's not watching this.
I'm biased, but Let's Explore is a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'd say 9 out of 10.
3.
Awesome.
Just 3.
3 out of 10. He's always like the channels
Okay,
that they
yeah, obviously
like.
not
he
every
rates
channel
badly.
is everyone's cup of tea. It's okay if you rate it lowly, but me and
That's all
Duncan
the
like
channels, I
it.
guess.
Also, OSFirstTimer royalty-free music.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a real
Can't forget that
channel.
one.
Not much to say about that channel. Hey, it's just
Yeah.
city towns, royalty-free city town music generated by AI.
Well, I sung
Really
them and the
not
AI
much
enhanced
to say,
them.
and for that
Enhanced
reason,
by AI.
2 out of 10. Philip's
4
worst
out of
channel. And Hayes?
2. 2
3.
out of 10.
I
Mighty
mean,
Eagle.
the songs are like
He
okay.
likes it.
I guess if there were more videos on there and that it's consistently and if it's like a little bit of work is being put into it, then I would say it could get a higher rating. I would see Phil as a pretty good musician. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
With AI.
Oh, I was
And auto-tune.
I agree, actually.
It's not like Phil hasn't made music before.
Yeah.
Victor
Victor
Tran
Tran
song.
song.
Oh, the Victor
I was
Tran
just sitting
song.
down by my PC.
I love that.
I'd say like he's probably better than the average person, but his OSFirstTimer channel's the best.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I saw Victor
Awesome.
Tran. Victor
So-
Tran.
They're all singing
Oh
it.
yeah, of course. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
Victor
she-
Tran.
Of this podcast.
Yeah,
we should
Victor
talk
Tran
about
should
him.
have joined.
Ah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I mean, not much to say
Yeah.
about that guy. I actually played a couple of video games with him back in like 2020 on the
With Victor Tran?
on the new
They're talking about Victor Tran. That's the topic. Victor Tran.
Discord server. He had obviously the whole Victor Tran challenge, which by the way, Hayes, you are doing right now.
Yes, the Before OS Daily Timer Challenge.
Before OS Daily Time.
Yeah.
I see
You know, the
people on our
latest,
videos saying,
the
"Oh, I wasn't
two
fast
programs
enough."
video. It was the Everyone Wins edition because I was like so late to it.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not as punctual as Victor Tran was back in the day.
Victor
I
Tran
was
got
at
on like
school,
within a
okay?
few minutes.
It's unfair.
One thing about the Victor Tran challenge actually was back in the day, right? And this was really not good for me. I would literally, because I wanted to win the Victor Tran challenge so bad, I would have my phone literally on my desk at all times, even during school.
Oh
And
no!
then if it lights up, I quickly check if it's if OSFirstTimer has uploaded.
Oh wow!
I do that.
Dedication.
I do
That's
that
how
as well.
he won.
But not at
One
school.
of the things,
Yeah.
don't do this at home.
Yeah.
One
So
of those moments.
I think the Victor Tran challenge was actually kind of like unhealthy for me in a kind of way. So that's why I'm not going to actively participate in
Yes.
it nowadays. You might catch me sometimes. I might like just chime in before you do, and you can add me to the spreadsheet. But I'm not gonna actively participate in it.
Well, I mean, you got like a hint because I've already told you tomorrow there's an OSFirstTimer video.
I'm not gonna actively check my phone every single minute for it to upload. Don't worry.
I am.
Oh,
OS Daily Time is getting into
yeah,
it.
That's Victor Tran.
you should put him out of his misery. Send him a text message saying it's about to be uploaded.
Anyway, it is now time to go onto the comments, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure this is your last chance now, because this is the second last video of this series, this mini-series of Podcast First Timer reactions. So be sure now, this is your very last chance. Write a comment to this video that you're watching now, so it can be featured in the next video if, that it's not already uploaded. Because if it's already uploaded, it can't then be featured. Anyway, on to the comments. So here we are now to the comment section. So let's start checking them out. And be sure to stick around till the end of this video so you can see us reacting to the next part of Game Show First Timer. So MD Music says, thank you. It's lovely to know that he does still play from time to time.
That's talking about Ben
with the piano.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Edit 3132. No way. What a clever prank. What is that? Well, guess what? You've been using Apple Droid for the past week on your phone, which is a...
I didn't fall for it.
Yeah, you...
See, I didn't say, I've noticed different.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. So, see, I tell the truth. Now, I'll go the next one. The Lewitt. He says, I'm hoping that my comment is seen by OSFirstTimer. Yes, it is seen. A lot of growing up was filled with me watching OSFirstTimer, and a couple of years later, he did all his growing up in only 2 years? Wow. I'm still a loyal viewer of the channel. Both me and my mother love to watch the channel. Well, a great shout out to you and your mum. I have watched practically every single video at this point, and my life would not have been the same without this channel. Now, that's a lot to say.
Yeah.
Wow. You have two very happy British viewers, and I hope this channel only continues to grow larger and larger. Thank you. We'll take that on board. Just for you, our channel's going to grow larger and larger. And all these videos are dedicated to those two British viewers, the son and his mum.
Next up, we've got this guy that we always see that head everywhere.
He's there all the time.
Thank goodness he didn't get Diana on this one. She knows her apples. Remember that prank I did with you? So saying,
Yep.
just back on the Android versus Apple debate.
Just honestly.
Okay.
Agree to disagree.
Look.
I'm correct, you're wrong. Just that's it.
That's not agreeing to disagree.
I love my Apple iPhone.
Let's
never go
let's give you an example.
Degrade myself with anything else.
Let's give you an example of why I love Android. Remember we generated that video? Remember that fake, this was with that thing, it was that dog? And it was with the cat and stuff, yeah. Okay, let's say I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I want a copy of that video on my phone. Do you know what I do? This is not my phone, this is Ben's phone. My phone's filming. Ben's got an Android too, because, it's 2 against 1 Android.
Two traitors. Better. No, it's actually
I know.
2
Jazzy's
against 2. Jazzy's got an iPhone too, so don't you dare try and say that.
Okay, it's even then. So I'm plugging in Ben's phone to my computer.
I could literally text that to you. This is a poor example.
In this example,
can be emailed.
Okay, in this example, we're going to pretend that this video is 600 megabytes, okay? It can't be emailed. I know it's 600 kilobytes, but for the purpose of this example. I'm going to click here on the phone, and do you know what you can do? You want the copy of this? Drag it directly onto the phone. And Android allows you to, and I can access anything. On Ben's phone, I can access his documents, his movies, his alarms.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
You can go in to the Android file system data and see all the apps and stuff. You have full access to your phone.
And so do hackers and other people. So yeah, great Android, not very secure.
Anyway, I just dragged and dropped that onto the phone. And guess what? Now,
Well, good for you.
It's so easy to drag and transfer files on Android.
You could still literally email it to me. It's not a hassle. And anyway, let's just say I'm a member of a cashback club. It's called Shopback, and there's also cash rewards. Links, if you want to join via my link, please, it's in the description, and you get a benefit, I get a benefit. When I purchase things, I go through Shopback because it gives you cash back on what you're going to be spending anyway. But guess what? Lo and behold, there's a special for if you pay via Apple Pay. No, you don't have access to Apple Pay, do you?
I've got Samsung Pay.
Yeah, but Shopback doesn't recognise Samsung Pay.
I've got Google Pay.
And Shopback doesn't recognise Google Pay. It just recommends. And look at this. Let's just have a little look. With my Shopback, I've actually gotten $4,700 and something worth of cash back just by over the years, just by doing my normal shopping. Now, let's have a look here. What are the last few transactions? Oh, Priceline
Why do you have to be
Pharmacy.
so sarcastic?
Priceline Pharmacy. And guess what? I got an extra $17 cash back. Why? Because I paid with Apple Pay. Apple Pay bonus. And keep scrolling. Apple Pay bonus on all my Pizza Hut
I'm sure
offers.
Shockback will add...
Apple Pay bonus.
They will probably add Android
there
Pay
we
to
go.
it. You know, Samsung Pay will be added.
I'll become a millionaire before you. They add Samsung Pay or Google Pay or any of your little things that you want to add to it.
But do you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This can also be used as a USB. Not just the video. I guess a video file is a bad example. But you could put documents, store like Windows things on it. I don't know. You want to store stuff on this. This is a USB. Plug it into your computer and you just use this as a USB. And you can be like, you could even have a folder called USB.
There are plugs that you can put into Apple phones and plug them in too.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yes.
Really? Oh, okay. Let's test that out.
Well, you're more tech savvy than I am.
Look.
And I don't, look,
I think we've got to get back to the
I
comments.
get everything, provides me everything I need and without the frustration.
Okay.
Whenever I pick up your father's phone to try and do something, I get very frustrated. It's not very user-friendly. This phone, I just pick it up. It's user-friendly instantly.
We'll read
Let's
some
just-
comments.
No more
No.
Apple and versus...
We'll read some more.
No more Apple versus... No more iPhone versus Android.
No more
I'm sick
Apple
of it
versus
now.
Mac.
No more iPhone versus Android. I'm over.
We'll get back to it in
No,
just
we
a sec.
won't be-
You just said Apples can plug into computers too.
Well,
let's
Macs.
see if Apples can really plug
They
into
can
computers.
plug into Macs. Okay? Because Android is
No. Android's nothing to do with Windows.
It is.
No, it's not. Microsoft don't make Android. They made the Microsoft phone, which failed.
Well, it could have been. Could have fooled me.
It was called the Windows Phone, and it actually failed. We'll get back to comments now, but no, you brought that up that you can just plug Apple. Let's see what happens when an Apple phone gets plugged into a computer, and see what happens. How
Well, I
magical it is. Anyway,
Well, I just used
Hello.
that as an example, okay?
and Happy New Year to you both, Phil and Diana. I hope you two had a good start to
I'm
this year.
too angry to continue.
First
I'm
of
not in
all,
a good mood to be
I
reading
started.
the comments.
Wow. Oh wow.
You can read that.
Oh, you made me read this. But you read the last one. First of all, I started watching OSFirstTimer back in like 2017. The first video I watch is from Can MS-DOS 2.6.22 replace Windows 7. That's where I started getting interested in old OSs and various tech during the old days. And I still like the old vintage tech until now. The channel is still very enjoyable and the humour feels so naturally funny. I just can't forget those fun moments in each videos I've watched throughout the year. Also, I agree with Mighty Eagle, where the YouTube Millionaire is another interesting channel and one of my favourites too. Every time I watch your videos, it gives me joy and laughter in every moment. OSFirstTimer is a good channel that highly recommended for me to give it a watch, especially the OSFT newbies. I see that the Android versus iOS debate is so wild after all of the discussions and chaos
It's
that
because
happened.
you're just so
lately.
stubborn. That's why.
You know, because you
I'm
said
over
that.
it.
No, because you said you're stubborn, I'm grabbing your iPhone transfer cord.
Why did I even say anything? Shall I just hide my iPhone? Right there. He doesn't know where it is. It's gone.
Apple phones can plug into computers too. Well, let's plug it in. Here
Okay.
we go.
Good luck with that.
Get your phone and
No,
plug
it's
it in.
gone.
Come on.
It's gone.
Plug it
It's
in.
gone.
Plug it
I
in.
don't want to plug anything in. It's
It's
gone.
ready.
It's not ready. It's gone.
Well, when the comments are finished, you're going to plug it in.
I'm
You're
not
sitting
plugging
on it, aren't
anything.
you?
I'm not sitting on anything. See, look.
Because the radiation wouldn't be good, just so you know. You wouldn't want it against your body. Personally, in my opinion, I don't hate both of them, aka neutral. Android and iOS have their own characteristics and functions. Basically, it's just people's taste on whether they like it or hate it.
Some people have bad taste. Some people have good taste. That's it.
Okay, I think I've ever used my dad's iPhone 3GS for playing games as a kid, but I grew up mostly with Android, especially Samsung devices. For me, imagine if I ever used an iPhone as a daily driver, maybe I'll explore more in depth on the iOS UI, like the advantages and disadvantages of it. Also, at the same time, not to push or be forced to use it, so it depends on how I feel. I've once ever touched my friend's MacBook and the file path is somewhat different to Windows. Oh yeah, Mac file paths are weird. A bit confused at first since... Can you stop fiddling with your phone?
I'm trying to get it away
Come
from
on.
use. I'm trying to save my phone.
Just
from
plug it in.
you.
I'll hold this here and you got to see if you can plug it in
I'm not
before
gonna
I
plug
finish
it in.
reading
No,
this comment.
I'm not going to.
A bit confused at first since I'm not used to Apple products much. That makes me wonder if Dinah ever used or tried Mac OS before. In the end, I got it. So let's see what happens. We plug this in. Well,
why even demonstrate? You know what's going to happen.
No, I'm actually not 100% certain.
Really?
Can you unlock it? Because it's not even appearing. I plugged it in, but I'm not getting anything. That's actually even worse than I thought. Okay. Here we go. So Apple
and it's saying to
allow. You have to allow, yep. So Apple iPhone, so let's see what happens. So you can see your storage, like an Android. It says, oh, look, you've got some storage. And then you click into it. You need to enter your passcode next. So you hate passwords
Well,
and
it's
stuff.
very secure.
But you don't like that. You'd rather things be less secure because you always say, oh, password.
I want them secure
so far,
from you.
You've had to type in like 3
Well,
passwords.
so far, you've just gone into your father's phone and accessed all his documents without his permission.
Now, what happens when you go in the internal storage of an iPhone is you can't access anything but the photos and videos. That's all you can access.
So it's secure, you know.
No.
So there we go. Some people like it being secure.
You couldn't make a folder here. I can't make a new... I don't even get the option to make it. See, on an Android phone, I could make a new folder, but I can't. It won't even allow me to, so it's locked down. And if I want to drag this video in here...
Well, it won't let you contaminate my files and add to my files.
See?
There you go.
I literally can't.
Yeah. So it's unhackable, in other words.
So this you could just use this as a USB and drag in. It doesn't have to be that.
It's very unsecure. You can do whatever you like to it, basically. But look how secure my iPhone is.
Let's say I wanted to put like LM Studio, the Windows version, or just Windows programs, and I'll take it to a friend's house. I'm going to take this game to a friend's house, stick it in, USB, put it in the friend's computer. Yep, all good.
Just
Apple,
use a
you can't use
USB
it.
for goodness sakes. Why use your phone as
Why
a USB?
buy a USB when you've already got one? Oh, sorry.
Oh, well,
you
that's
don't
what
have
you
one.
get when it's unsecure anyway.
Okay.
I'd rather just have this secure and have a separate USB to play with. There we go.
I love that ability in Android. That's one of the things I do love about it. Okay. Anyway.
Well, mine's secure. So
in the end, Android and iOS have their own thing and people can choose what that suits them. Well, I have this because it suits me.
No, well, that's your father's phone.
Yeah, well, do you know why I film with this phone? Because it's better at filming videos than that thing. Anyway, I see that people wanted to see Diana using Android, and if I did film it with that, there'd be a 4GB limit, and I wouldn't be able to transfer it anyway. I see that people wanted to see Diana using Android for a week, and I'm curious how she feels about it. But if she didn't want to, it's
well, I
okay.
get enough frustration picking up your father's phone when I need to do things in that, okay?
Anyway, just skimming through now because it's a very long comment. So this is Baron Gavitt. So he's one of the people from the GameshowFirstTimer.
Oh, okay.
And he's surprised you learnt Indonesian at school.
And I loved Indonesian. It was Indonesian is actually a very easy language to learn.
Yeah.
Than say French
He just
or
said
German.
that. He said as an Indonesian, he's happy that you learned it because I feel like Indonesian is pretty easy to learn for foreigners.
Yeah, did I actually say it was so funny because I was at work the other day and there was this guy, he was at the counter ready to pay. I was serving him at the service desk. He wanted to pay for something and he put his card in, but he was obviously using his wife's card and he rang up his wife and asked her for the PIN number. And he goes, Satu, Tiga, Empat, whatever it was. You know, that he got. And I looked at him and I said, I learned Indonesian at school. I knew exactly what he said, like Satu, 1, Tiga, 3. You know what I mean? So he literally phoned up his wife on the phone, spoke Indonesian to her and wanted the PIN number, and then he's repeating it as he's Satu, Tiga, and you know, and I'm saying, okay, 1, 3, and then you know, because I knew exactly what it was. Yeah. It was really fun. And then he laughed and everything.
Okay. He said, hope she could translate this.
He's talking about the videos. Saya, I think is I.
I feel very happy and entertained when watching your videos. I will look forward to new videos in the future.
Okay. Well, I knew Saya was I.
Yeah.
But you see, seeing it written and hearing it said are different things. Like, you really have to know the language to be able to read it. Whereas hearing it said, you could get the general gist of a conversation.
Of course.
You know, and that's the same with Croatian.
Okay.
But I knew Sayer was I knew that.
This next person's saying, "Oh, I got in, but no, I wanted them back." Continue archive videos. No more archive videos. I'm sorry. Happy New Year, guys. Been watching for a long time. So glad you guys are making videos again. Loving it. I guess no one's ever seen this many videos before. A video every 3 days. Hey, do you guys want a sneak peek to what's coming up? If you want to know what the next 2 episodes are coming in the next days, you've got Diana trying out Windows XP 19.914, and you've also got
Not very happy about that one. You'll see why.
And you've also got Diana trying out 3 programs from Windows 3. So happy New Year, guys. Been watching for a long time. So glad you guys are making videos again. Loving it. Exciting. Wishing the Addams family a happy, exciting, and successful New Year. Yeah, it's 2025 now. Even as we're recording this, it's 2025. Seems you've been uploading a lot more recently, which is great for my nostalgia. So thanks to you for that. Also, happy New Year from the UK. OSDailyTimer's here. He's from he was the guy behind the podcast. Was that the first time Phil made a meme? And it's also about me. P.S. For the 7th part, watch till the 16th question because there's a really big separation in the upcoming questions. So this is OSDailyTimer has clips on his channel, so be sure to check it out. He has 686 subscribers at the moment, so doing pretty well.
He still has till the end of January to get the 2,000.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't till the end of January.
No, I've made it till the end of January. Please help me out. You know how much I love winning things. I'm very competitive. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to OSDailyTimer. By the end of January 2025, I would like him to have 2,000 subscribers. And then I've won the competition that me and Philip
You've technically won if he has 1,300 or more, because I said 400 subscribers. 1,400 or more.
But I want him to get the 2,000.
Okay.
And I'm very competitive.
Okay.
And OSDailyTimer, I've got a little proposal for you. Could you please do a video on all the times I've actually won a game and I'm all happy about it? And there's another one coming. Oh, would he have already seen that?
No, he hasn't seen. So if you're going to make that video,
Wait until
the Windows 3 where she beats Tic Tactics.
On
Expert.
Wait till I beat that.
On Expert.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't like Philip going, oh, congratulations,
You
you've
beat it. On
won
easy.
on beginner.
Like Minesweeper. Remember,
easy.
hey,
And
remember,
you downplay my
remember
win.
Reversey, how you spent an hour and 40 minutes or whatever on Reversey? Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you beat it on beginner.
Oh, I hate that.
I forgot to say that in the video.
You've actually got to
anyway.
wait until that video comes out where I actually win on expert and have that as the end one of all, because, so do a video on that. On all the times I've mastered those little games in the videos.
I don't know even how many there are. I can't even
There's
think of them.
probably heaps of them, because there's heaps of little games where I've just sat there and just continued and determination got me to absolutely master
Let's see
it in
this.
the end.
So this is the ridiculous meme.
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Can I just say, OSDailyTimer, the word I heard him say the most throughout that podcast
Ridiculous.
was ridiculous. Oh, that's just ridiculous. So whenever I think of him now, I just think of his famous phrase, it's ridiculous. Like, that would be a meme. OSDailyTimer, you show him something and he says, that's ridiculous. So that's the new meme. So if anyone wants to make some memes, you put something there. Apple releases a new iPhone.
No.
He says, that's
Android.
ridiculous. And see, that was the meme I made. See, new iPhone has a new button. OSDailyTimer, that's ridiculous. That's the first meme I've ever made, and it's about him. So anyway, and the iPhone too. That was their newest feature on their newest phone. They added a new button.
Well, the thing is, you just have to put a picture of an Android there, and then that's ridiculous. That'll do.
That was the first time Phil made a meme, and it's also about him. For the 7th part, watch till the 16th question, because there's a big separation in the upcoming. Oh, okay. So we watch till question 16 when we watched at the end. So stick around for that at the end of this episode of the Game Show First Timer. This guy said only 12 minutes. We could have waited 14 minutes to comment. I don't know. You could have waited 14. I don't know what you could have waited 14 minutes to comment was. Anyway, happy 2025, Phil, Dinah, Ben and Jazzy. I wish you all the best and hope you all will keep growing and that Dinah will enjoy. Oh, because I released this on New Year's Day. This video, so it's like a New Year's celebration.
Yeah.
Anyway, everything Windows says Philip chooses Philip. Lol. Yeah, he's one of the contestants in the game show, and he sounds like me. And I said I pick him because he sounds like me.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there is one bit of news. We actually have to choose different people because our two got put together in a team.
Yeah.
So we need to. One of us has to go to a different team. Okay, we'll spin a wheel and we'll choose who goes to the different team. What version of Vegas are you on? 18. And do you still like Elementary OS? Yeah, I think you forgot about Elementary OS.
I'm trying to think of it now. But just going back to this guy here, I swear he must be our most subscriber that comments the absolute most.
Yeah.
Because he's everywhere.
Remember that guy who said, I found my Android in the bin or something? I had both, but I found the Android in the bin. Here's context. I work at a phone repair shop. That's why it was in the bin.
Oh.
I
thought it was just because it was Android.
No,
That's why it was in the bin.
A71 was in a bin with destroyed iPhone housings which were about to go to the recyclers. Even if it's a budget phone, it works. Great for some of those apps which Apple hates. That's right, because you can get more apps on Android than you can on Apple.
Go figure, he finds his Android in the bin.
Because
anyway.
it was a phone repair shop.
I
always said it was an iPhone repair shop.
You just have to say it's an Android found in the bin. Makes sense. You don't even have to say the phone shop.
Wait a sec. What does it say? It was in a bin with destroyed iPhone housing. So there was one Android phone in the bin and a bunch of Apple phones in the bin.
No.
Yes.
Housings, not proper phones. Housings.
Because they can't even hold them together. They try and house it and they all fall apart. There we go.
It's such good technology.
The Android was in one piece and the iPhone was just a housing.
But it was in the bin. So anyway...
We've only got one more episode after this, so that's where the iPhone versus Android debate ends in the next episode. And I still use my A21s, even though it can get laggy at moments and doesn't have much RAM. And I'm likely upgrading soon. It gets the job done mostly. I don't understand why throw out something that could be someone else's treasure. Yeah, that's right. Video idea. Mum plays Team Fortress 2 offline practice mode. I don't have Team Fortress. I know it's a part of something called Orange Box or something, made by the same people as Portal, but I don't have that game. Happy New Year! Something I've realised after watching the last few videos is that my opinions of my favourite channels and time periods seem to be very different to most. For some reason I really enjoy watching the early shaky cam videos. Because of the filming technique as well as the early knowledge. Something about that amateur style really appeals to me. I've been watching a bunch of those recently. I don't know how people can watch those episodes. They're just...
Well,
he
did say, he's different from, most people, and he really likes that.
I guess it's...
He's entitled to his opinion.
I know. I just feel bad. Like, every time I see that video, you trying Windows 8 and stuff, the original video, I just think...
I actually really don't like that one.
People are going to be drawn to that.
I'm a complete mess. I hope they're not drawn to that.
They could click on that.
I'm a complete mess.
And then it might be the first OSFirstTimer video they see, and they might think, oh gosh, this OSFirstTimer channel is terrible. I don't want to see any more of their videos. And then that video ruins it. And they say, oh, look at all these views. Oh, a bunch of silly people watching up. You know what I mean? It's like, how could you enjoy that? It's the later videos that good. Watch the later OSFirstTimer. But this guy likes it. I guess it's similar to someone who likes watching films from the late 1800s. Movies from the late 1800s.
I must admit, there is a certain... No, actually, I get his point.
Yeah.
There is a certain... I remember when my mum and I, when I was a little girl...
You watched
we used
1800s
to stay
films?
up. No, not 1800s.
Oh, okay.
We used to stay up late at night. This was before we got a VCR and could record them. We had to stay up.
You had to stay up late to watch them.
And these particular shows, because we liked horror.
Free-to-air TV,
particular shows were on at like 1 and 2 in the morning or midnight, whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember running up and down the driveway, like being in home and feeling like I'm about to fall asleep. And I'd say, come on, let's go outside in the cold and just run up and down the driveway and wake up a bit so that we could watch the movie. And it was the old classics with Vincent Price and Boris Karloff and all these.
I'm sorry, they're not ringing any bells.
No, they won't ring any bells because these were movies back in the 70s, made in the 60s, 70s, whatever.
Yeah, I still got the iPhone cord plugged into my computer. That belongs over there.
Don't contaminate my cord. Anyway, and I just remember staying up and watching these movies, and they were such good movies. And there was another one that
Yeah.
I watched one day when everybody was out, and
Yeah.
I felt like just looking
Madam
at an old
X.
classic.
Madam X.
Madam X.
See, I knew it. I
didn't
knew
know
because you
it
mentioned
because
Madam
it had
X so many
such an
times.
impact on me. I literally was bawling my
Yeah, but
eyes out.
which
at the
Madam
end.
X did you watch?
It was an old black and white one.
Because I'll show you why.
But when she realised she was in that court case, and then it was her son that was defending her. Oh my gosh!
This is
I can
why-
almost feel like the tears coming out of my eyes now.
Look,
it was such an emotional.
Was it the
scene.
1916, 1920, 1929,
Let me look at the actors.
37, 52, 54,
No.
55, 50, like, they remade it every
It
year.
wouldn't have been 1916.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
think
it have
was
sound?
20. Yeah, of course it
Okay,
had
it wouldn't have been that one then. That one either, I would say. So it's probably...
It could have been the
Around
37
there.
or the 52. It wouldn't have been the 66.
that look familiar?
No.
There's so many Madam
I
X's.
think it was
Oh,
in
it
the
was a
50s.
play, a 1908 play. French, that explains why you liked it. Okay, well, let's keep going
Why
now.
would that explain why I like it?
No, I'm joking. Actually, no, that doesn't, because you remember, he's French. No! Charming and helpful.
no.
He's French.
No!
It was that doctor game. Remember you played
Yeah, I
that
remember
hospital?
that.
Lovely, caring husband.
And
no,
I was
he's French.
picking
Oh,
the-
no!
I was
I'm like, what have you got
picking
wrong with French people?
French men.
Okay.
French people, French men. They're just known.
Okay. So you're being sexist and racist now. You couldn't just be one of them, you had to be both. Okay, so same with one. The Watch Dogs Terrified Mum video is almost therapeutic for me. Is it that slow and boring? I'm sorry. No, I'm joking. I get it. And I don't know why. Same with One Late Night. I watch them at least once a year because they're so enjoyable. Seems so strange saying out loud after hearing others' opinions. Wow, I'm glad. The One Late Night, I actually think that was kind of a fun video. And the Watch Dogs, it was just you exploring a city. You know, an open world city. I guess that's kind of relaxing and kind of fun. It's basically you wandering around seeing what you can
I
find.
think I remembered that one, actually.
Yeah, a bit like GTA.
Yeah.
Explore open world city. I remember watching your channel. It was my first introduction to Linux, I think, but I'm now a full-time Linux user. I guess thank you, and thank you to all the other Linux YouTubers, I guess. Oh, thanks. I wonder how many people turn to Linux after watching our channel. And I
really don't mind Linux, actually.
And funnily
really
enough, I don't even use Linux myself. I prefer it to Mac. Do you?
I do actually prefer.
Do you know why I
Linux
like
to
it
Macs.
compared to Mac? Linux is so much more customizable.
It's user-friendly.
Mac is cut down. No, Mac's user-friendly. Mac is user-friendly.
I think Linux is more user-friendly than Mac, quite honestly. I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think Mac is more user-friendly, and that's why
To be completely honest with you, yes, I love my iPhone.
Yeah.
But I don't like Mac computers. I prefer Windows.
I mean, I'd say Ubuntu is pretty similar to Mac. It's just got the dock at the side. I don't know how Linux is more user-friendly.
I don't know. I just feel it is, okay?
I was hyping up something just there, and I was about to be like, wow, you like Linux? And I was saying, I like Linux, it's more customizable. Unlike Apple, that's so locked down and you can't do anything. Their Mac and their iPhone. But anyway, it didn't really go.
No, it didn't.
Okay, I've been watching your channel since 2018 and really enjoying the new uploads. I'm surprised that Dinah says she hates Android, because in the Mum Tries Out Oppo, it looked like she found it easy to use and preferred the default calculator on the Oppo versus the iPhone.
I must have been in a very strange mood that day. But look, let's just say I've come a long way since then.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Where have you come?
Well, look.
But you were using an iPhone at the time.
No, but I've been using it even
You're an
longer
Apple user
now.
back then, and you're an Apple user now.
But I'm a longer Apple user
That's a
now.
long way. You've really gone on quite the journey.
No, but
What?
I've been using Apple
Okay,
for
I
longer
know,
now, and
I know.
I'm sticking with it.
I think Dinah struggles on Ben's current phone because of the layout, and settings are probably different compared to the default. So I think she should try something like Pixel OS and go through the first time setup and give Android a fair chance. Okay, well, I've been watching from the UK for years, and I'm wondering what your dietary preferences are after watching your vlogs. Lord of the Fries looks incredible. Yeah, I do like it for a fast food shop. I do like... We just don't have it in Taz.
No.
And New Zealand's Lord of the Flies.
They want to know what our dietary preferences are. Okay, well, basically...
I'm a vegetarian.
We used to be everything. We just ate anything, okay?
Yeah.
But then we tried to become vegetarian, but then it was hard because there was a lot, it was few options available, etc. And I kind of missed the lamb.
I've stayed a vegetarian.
There's certain things
But
I missed.
she's-
But then,
yeah.
then when we moved to Tasmania, shortly after moving, there were more vegetarian options available. So we become fully fledged vegetarians. Then Mark came and lived with us for a while, and he was a
loves meat.
fully fledged meat eater. He couldn't get enough meat.
You go
and
with a burger.
We got sick and tired of cooking different meals all the time. We thought, I just couldn't be bothered. So we just made him and us the same thing.
But then I would have
But
tofu.
then he would have tofu.
I'd be the weirdo, the different guy.
So anyway, so me and Ben are flexitarian. Basically, we generally try and eat mainly vegetables and vegetable type products and meat alternatives, but there is the odd time every now and then we will have a meat product. And having said that, when you come from a European background, and my Uncle Joe and my cousins and stuff, whenever we go there, there's feast, there's so much food laid out on the table. You would offend them if you didn't eat them. They wouldn't even understand the word vegetarian. It wouldn't even be in their vocabulary.
You know what they'd say? That's ridiculous if you say
You
anything.
just eat. Don't worry about that. Just eat. And so you just had to eat, because if you didn't, you'd offend them. So whenever
The
I went
funny
to my
thing
Uncle
is, yeah.
Joe's, I eat everything.
But I always stayed home to look after the dog, because if I came, why you not put that meat on your plate? Sorry, Auntie Vinka, I'm a vegetarian. What is that? No, don't be ridiculous.
And she'd slap
So I don't go. I look after the dog. I've got a very important role of looking after the dog.
You look after a meat eater.
What's he doing at home? Oh, he's looking after a meat eater. That's a very good thing to do, looking after a meat eater.
Okay,
Yeah. I am from Sarajevo. What is a Sarajevo?
Oh.
Or is
I
that
do
a
like
city?
baklava. Oh, yum. I love that. I do
Yeah, I'm
love
so
that.
glad. Oh, that's their dessert. Oh,
I
okay,
love
great.
that. That's like the best dessert in the world.
Hiya, Diane Phil from the UK.
Quite a few from the UK.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for always providing me a place of great laughter and positivity, and helping me drag myself out of a very discomforting era of my life. The commentary on your channel has helped me build those kinds of skills as a radio presenter now.
He's a radio presenter.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, good on you.
I've always have something of yours on in the background as I work on another one of my novels.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And you're a writer too.
as well.
And your replies to my emails were rather surprising, as I didn't actually expect any. Thanks for your support in my podcast mention about your channel. Yeah, he did a podcast, and he mentioned us on the podcast.
Okay.
A question. I'm maybe planning to visit Tasmania in the future, as I plan to help volunteers abroad as a job possibly. What is the weather like there, and does it differ from living in Sydney?
It does. It is colder. And the thing...
Someone from the UK came here and they said, you know what, we're from the UK and the weather in Tassie is the same as the UK basically. So I don't know if that helps actual UK people.
It's definitely different from Sydney. It's colder than Sydney. And also the day structure is different. Like in the winter, you get the shortest days. Like there's no light until about what? It stays light until like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, like we're in summer now. Okay, I have an interesting question. The version of Sam you demonstrated in the Tortoise TTS video is actually superior to the one that was widely known, because it was a version included in Windows 2000. Previously, you could only install the XP version on an XP machine, as the official installer made his SAPI i5 version alongside Mike and Mary incompatible with Windows Vista and later. However, there's a patch to get the SAPI i5 version, the XP one, on the computer compared to the SAPI i4 one. Would you be willing to compare the SAPI i4 Windows 2000 version to the XP version and notice the downgrades they made? Oh, I didn't know they made downgrades.
We
Maybe
possibly can
check
look
that
into
out at one
that,
point.
yeah.
How's Dinah's new BYD and what colour is
It's
it?
pink.
And you love it.
Actually, do you want me to tell you the story behind that? It wasn't going to be... I didn't immediately decide I was going to get a BYD. It was actually a Toyota Yaris. And the colour that... I'd put my name down. I'd put a deposit down. I was getting a Toyota Yaris hybrid. And basically, the colour was cherry blossom. It was like a soft pink colour, because I always wanted to have a pink car because it's my favourite colour, and I've never owned a pink car before. So I wait 2 years for this car. 2 years. They call me finally and they say, Diana, we've got some good news. Your Yaris is coming into production. And
pink was the most important thing about it. It had to be pink.
It had to be pink, that cherry blossom colour. So it'll be ready in 6 weeks. You'll have it in 6 weeks. It's coming into build. And I'm sort of, yay! But the bad news is Toyota have the cherry blossom is no longer available. I said, what? That was like the whole reason I wanted the car.
Yeah.
And I said to the guy, wait, this changes. And he wanted to go through all the thing. And I said, I have to get over this. You don't offer cherry blossom? Wait, I have to think about this now. So I was then so upset I wanted to cancel the order. I didn't even want the car anymore because it wouldn't come in cherry blossom. So
and then I found your BYD that came in the colour you liked.
The funny thing, he met with me in at another dealer where somebody had ordered this other colour, which was what was the colour? It was a sort of a reddy colour. And he drives it and said, it's very similar. It's very similar. And I look at it and I say, it's red. I don't want a red car. In fact, a red car was my very first car, the Toyota, the Holden Gemini.
Yeah.
That was my very first car, and it was a red car, and it was a bomb. The head gasket went twice in it. Or was that another car? Oh, I've had a few
The Laser,
bombs.
maybe.
I've had a few bombs in my life, let's just say. And it wasn't until I started buying new cars that I started realising that you can actually own a car that isn't a bomb. I cancelled the order for the Yaris. I didn't want it anymore because they'd discontinued Cherry Blossom. Then Philip said, well, look, BYD have a pink car.
Yeah.
And I looked at it
and
I
thought,
that's
pointed
nice.
out
But I
electric.
wasn't quite ready to go full electric.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
wanted
I
to try
kind
the
of wanted
hybrid,
the hybrid. But it was the colour, the pink colour that just tipped me over. I went to the BYD dealership. I looked at the colour sample. It was amazing. It was the exact pink I wanted. But then I looked at all the features you get at the price. So the price that I would have paid for this Toyota Yaris, I am getting so much more with my BYD, so much more.
Yeah.
And I even have a little one of those curtains that scroll up the top, and I've got a sunroof.
Yeah.
I didn't have that in the Yaris. So I am very happy with my BYD. And yes, it is pink. And it is the reason why I have BYD and why I didn't go with Toyota.
And the amount of times you've charged your car, we have solar panels, you keep charging it for free.
For free.
You've saved.
So I'm literally running, I'm not paying for fuel.
Glad to be up at 2 a.m. there. Hey Phil, just want to say thanks for reading my comments. Keep up the good work. On the topic of iPhones, my brother recently bought a new iPhone and enjoys it more than the previous Android.
There you go. And you read that comment out yourself, so there we go.
On the topic of driving, I can agree. Sadly, America isn't very walkable either. Yeah, I said I don't like driving in that previous video. Driving isn't fun, and I hate it because I was recently involved in a car accident as of yesterday. Yesterday I wrote this comment. Keep up the good work and love the videos.
Oh, I hope he wasn't that badly,
I know.
hurting
That would put you off driving. Let's just say that.
It would scare you for a while, yeah. Oh, well, I hope you're okay.
Happy New Year! Honestly, the Arch Linux Adventure series reminds me where I love to tinker with stuff, but with the abrupt cut to the series, I'd say a solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, a lot of them didn't like the Adventures in Arch series in the podcast, because this is the episode where they talked about the top. They ranked all the channels, like, what out of 10, they rated all the channels, out of 10, 9 out of 10, and all of that. Also, I apologise to Dinah and Phil, back in 2015 or so, when I was younger, I emailed you both with tons of emails, which now looking back is kind of annoying. I apologise for my younger self.
And by the way, I'm sorry if I don't reply to all the emails I get. I have replied to as many as I can, but there might be a few that I haven't replied to, and I'm sorry about that. It's not that I don't want to reply to you, it's just that I get a lot of emails, and it's hard to keep up. That's all.
Happy New Year to the whole Adams family. Hey, that's me. Have you tried this new dish called Ram Smoothie? You grab some ram and blend the ram sticks up, and then you get a little nice snack. See, the first thing is I thought that was like, a non-vegetarian smoothie, but then I got the computer reference. You get it? Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, on the whole moving stuff from the iPhone thing, Apple actually discourages using the USB to move files to Windows completely, warning it could corrupt stuff because of the different file systems. You could use...
What could we use?
I don't know.
We're hanging on it now.
You could use...
Oh, well.
We have to wait till next episode.
We'll
and you would say, you
wait,
could use...
Yeah,
Come back, it's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger.
Tell us what we can use.
Yeah, okay. I feel that How to Quickly was somewhat ahead of its time. Just after Phil discontinued the channel dedicated to short-form content, YouTube implements YouTube Shorts. I feel that How to Quickly could perhaps be re-implemented through the use of YouTube Shorts, as they can now be up to 3 minutes. Yeah, but the aspect ratio. YouTube Shorts is that dumb vertical aspect ratio. I hate that. No.
Get over it.
I refuse. No.
Why do you refuse? You're so stubborn.
I'm not into that orientation
You're just stubborn.
type. Okay?
You're just stubborn.
No. I don't like those.
You are very stubborn, actually. I've known you your whole life.
Videos
You are stubborn.
are meant to be that way, not this way. That's the people who have their phone are too lazy to do that. Okay. Then you watch it on the TV, and you just got 2 big black bars on the side of your TV with a stripped video.
Blurred
because
bars.
people on phones have the advantage of doing that or that, but they don't. They just do that because they're too lazy to go like that. Too much effort to them. People watching TVs have to suffer because of lazy phone users. I feel that How to Quickly could benefit from cross-posting to other social media sites like TikTok, Instagram, Reels. Only challenge would be the absolute inconvenient, yes, very inconvenient 9:16 rather than 16:9 aspect ratio.
Yeah, but he's saying it's not going to be a big issue.
Look, I'm ratioist.
At least you're not racist.
However, he often zooms into his graphics. This may not be such a big issue. It's still an issue. Okay, I have a question. I do like the idea. It's just that is terrible. You know, instead of the YouTube Shorts, there should be horizontal shorts, and you swipe like that way rather than up and down.
Why did you choose working in childcare instead of a job in the IT industry, since you know so much about computers? Because he has a good heart. He has a kind heart. He's had a lot of...
That wasn't nice to say people in IT industry, they're just, they have a terrible heart of stone.
But you are, apart from being very stubborn, you have a really soft, caring, genuine heart. You really... honestly, and you just wanted to help people, that's all. Help children.
The other thing, though, too, is to mention that I got RSI as well, and then that kind of put me off working with computers.
No, but you worked through RSI. You got rid of it.
Yeah, I know.
We realised it was
in high school where I was deciding what job, and at high school I was doing computer. I was good. My top 2 subjects: exploring early childhood and computers. I got A's in all those subjects. And I thought, I can't do computers because of RSI and stuff, that exists. And then I actually ended up enjoying going to the preschoolers and helping them with everything more than I liked the computers. So that's why I ended up doing that.
The thing that inspired you to first go into studying childcare was when you were 15 and I told you I was pregnant and you were going to get a sibling.
I was 14.
Oh, you were 14, that's right, because
Yeah.
I had her when you were 15. I didn't have her when I was 15.
I hope
had
not.
her- Well, I will.
Because I was 15 years older than Jasmine, so...
Oh, no. So it was the count, and you were so excited because you had resolved yourself that you'd only be an only child and that you wouldn't have any siblings.
And I was so
And
excited
then you
to
were
have
so
Jasmine.
excited that you were going to have a sibling. You didn't know at the time whether it was going to be a boy or a girl, but you were just happy to have a little brother or sister.
Yeah.
And you made this countdown
Calendar,
crossing off the days ready till when I was due to have her. You were so excited.
Do you like Windows still? Yeah, I'm using it. I'm using it all the time.
Yeah, I like Windows too.
Tech Harris. Remember Tech Harris?
Yeah, I know.
The guy who was in the game show.
Yep.
And if you're looking at a future episode, he was part of the prank. As in he was against his will. I actually made him the article writer of that future prank. But yeah, it was against his will. He pranked you against his will.
Against his will. So see?
I don't care what anyone
You're the bad
says.
one.
Adventures in Arch Linux should get a solid 10 out of 10. It was extremely funny and is the reason I daily drive Arch Linux today. Oh yeah, I remember him saying he daily drives Arch today. Team TMS.
We sold that phone.
Yeah, sold it. And the guy who we sold it to broke it, smashed it completely accidentally within a month of owning it.
Yeah. The reason that you also got rid of it was that you were... The thrill and the novelty aspect of this foldable phone went.
I was looking
because
after...
it always had this thing down the middle of it.
Yeah.
And then it started, the screen protector started sort of coming away from
And
it.
also I had 2 foster children and, the boys would see the phone and it's so excited and they want to play with this phone. Like, I might just get a normal phone so my phone's not so exciting, Anyway, I'm the world's famous moderator, along with the random melon and the yellow polar bear. Being in Game Show First Timer was fun, but chaotic at times. Yeah, apparently behind the scenes, that was very... The full unedited version of it is available, but behind the scenes, I think it went for 4.5 hours
Oh
or something.
my gosh.
Yeah, rather than 40. It's like a real OSFirstTimer episode. Mum is Hobart's unofficial mayor.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Cone does things, so he's one of the game show contestants. Mighty Eagle 73 was meant to be a spectator, but yeah, he was busy. Ah, okay.
Oh,
he was busy.
so that's what happened, because we were wondering where Mighty, and you called him a traitor.
Yeah. If I knew Tech Harris was planning to go on a long spiel about Arch, I would have gone on a long rant about how much I hate Windows 11, but that would have made the intro longer than the actual video on Game Show First Timer. Game Show First Timer reaction, let's go. I almost participated, but it was 3 a.m. for me. Hopefully there'll be a season 2. I actually think with the Game Show First Timer, that's a lot of work to try and put together and editing and all of that. I would say once a year. Don't push yourself. Do it once a year, OS Daily Timer, because it's a lot of work.
Skim up now.
I also use both.
No, that's okay. Skim.
And Androids are easier.
That's okay.
I think Iron
next
Dyners is
one.
used to
Thanks
iOS.
for reading my comment, Phil. Here is the response.
The response to the comment that you and your mum made.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't even remember the reason why I started watching you guys. Oh yeah, because I think we said, tell us how you found us and why you started watching.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I believe I saw one of your videos on my recommended page, but I can't seem to find the reason why. I have a feeling that I was already starting to get some interest into technology and computing. From your videos, I learned about virtual machines and another video, how to set up one. The video where Mum tries to download and install Linux. Oh, he used that as like a tutorial. Hope you see this comment and feature it in your next video. Yeah, Estonia.
Where is Estonia?
I'll have to check the map.
We want to know where Estonia is. Never even heard of Estonia.
Okay, Estonia, over here. So it's above Latvia.
Where is that?
It's near...
What's it near something?
Next to Russia. But I mean, Russia is this
Russia's
massive
all the
country
way.
here,
Yeah,
and then all
so
these
it's almost
tiny countries.
over there. Okay, well, there you go.
So it's next to
Estonia.
Russia, below Finland.
Oh, Finland, I know Finland.
Yeah.
And Sweden is... Okay, so it's below Finland and Sweden.
Yeah, below
okay.
Norway. So
What
Finland
language would
and
they
Russia
speak?
is Estonia.
And what language do they speak, I wonder?
I don't know why we're in Estonia now. Checking out Google Maps Estonia.
Oh,
wow!
That
This
looks
is like
great.
nothing we've seen before. Sorry,
That
in
looks
Australia,
great.
you don't see this. This is kind of cool.
No.
Pepper sack. Well, that's
Pepper sack.
English.
So maybe they speak English.
Grill. I'm trying to find something that's not in our language.
It looks very fancy. It looks
Yeah.
almost like... It has old-time charm to it as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Okay, well, that
I
is cool.
like
Thanks
that.
for showing us Estonia. Instead of using Android for a week, like lots of people have suggested, how about a video going through daily tasks on each phone, showing off features? Then Phil and Dinah can actually explain their opinions. Phil could even show the
over this
annoyances.
Android and iPhone, okay? I like my iPhone. That'll do, okay? That's it. And whenever I use Ben's phone, I hate it. So
Hi guys, I remember in the Tasmania vlog, you said there were a bunch of things that were wrong you had to cut out. I really want to know what could have gone so bad. Was it simply just a moving trip? Oh, there was a lot of things, but I can't remember now. It was so
I can't
long.
remember.
when
That
we
was like
moved.
7 years ago
Yeah.
since we moved here.
Hey y'all, I just dreamed of me moving with y'all to Tasmania. Hope y'all have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. There we go. Happy New Year. And about the Android...
Oh, no. I'm over it.
Okay, it says there's no need to argue about it. We'll just leave it there. No need to argue about it. Thanks for your comment, though. He sounded like one of those agree to disagree
Does
people.
Diana still use her Lenovo Yoga? No. I've
No.
got... What do I have now?
I don't know, you got a
A
Dell,
Dell
computer.
Inspiron.
Some Dell computer.
It's a Dell one.
My mic quality caused you to turn on subtitles. I don't think I turned on subtitles. Maybe it was an accident, actually. Yeah, I think it was an accident that I turned on subtitles, not your mic quality. What was your favourite video across all of your channels? Oh, that's a hard
That's hard.
question.
With 200
But
plus channel.
gaming through the ages phase 1, the phase 1 review, I still really like that video that I made. But advanced voice mode is the one that always comes up with you.
Oh, the one, yes, I really enjoyed one. The one I was sitting on the lounge there.
Yeah,
And the other one,
advanced voice
yes,
mode,
I
yeah.
do like that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I posted before, but I wanted to post this time. I wanted to own up to something. You guys showing how close you are as a family made me want to improve the bond I have with my family. Being as close as you are made me want to set a personal goal for the future to be as close as you are. It feels like it's a long way away, but I feel it'll be worth it. When life does get stressful at home, I still know I can sit down and enjoy some OSFirstTimer, as it's always been the place away from politics, life stress, and all negativity that gets thrown around online. Phil has actually encouraged me to start doing a course at my college in childcare, as well as a course in tech, as well as just improve my life. Wow, doing both!
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
A bunch you mentioned.
Just, he had to mention a bunch there. A bunch. Also, to Phil directly, I don't know if my previous comment I tried to post earlier actually sent through. If it did, delete that one, as if I do get featured, I don't want to take up too much space that could be shared with other people. I put more information in this one anyway. Okay. Mac OS and iOS...
We might have even said both.
Mac OS and iOS have Apple Intelligence now, but not the Intel architecture, only the M series. iOS 8.1 was the beta with the first version of it. By the way, I love you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Apple Intelligence. I don't know if you've seen that yet on your iPhone, but that's a new iPhone that's a new feature that Apple are trying to get ahead of Android with. It's like an exciting thing. But Google with their Gemini, Android is kind of competing against that. Anyway, yay, new video. My face is on OSFirstTimer. Dinah is a beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Podcast. What? Hi guys, I'm now French. It's that Logan Productions guy, remember him?
Yeah.
He's French now.
Can you shout out my friend?
The Ultra Aid, he is goated. What is goated?
I don't know.
Like, does that mean a goat got on top of him or something?
Yes!
Yeah, it does mean that. No. Oh no, I hope not.
As to the iOS versus Android, Joe, I think that Diana is right. OIS is better. As someone that uses an Android phone, I think that it's very overcomplicated because I use an iPad and the OS is way simpler than Android. Yes,
I think what most people get confused with is that it's separate. There's a home screen and then there's this like app drawer where there's all these apps, and the two app kind of interfaces confuses you. You can disable that and new apps just get installed straight to the home screen, you know.
But
Apple.
Did he... So Logan Productions, that's who he used to be.
Yeah, he's French now.
Did he suddenly go to France? Or
he must have moved to French. Or maybe he's just got a big baguette and now he's French. Anyway, the 12 seconds ago...
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, look, it's in his thing. Maybe there was a shop and it's like, want to become French? Ho, 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 we got some baguettes for sale. Only $1.
Maybe he's moved to France. Actually... I want him to tell us, comment in the
How
next
did
video.
you become French?
Yeah, we want to know. We're intrigued.
GameshowFirstTimer time.
Why? No, go down.
That's it. That was it.
Did we go through all the comments?
That's all the comments.
That was fast.
That was over an hour.
I want more comments, please.
All teams are in positives now. What's the most viewed video on OSFirstTimer?
Windows XP memes virus one.
But were we supposed to pick another one of us?
Oh yeah, okay. Before we continue, Dinah and I both picked. Give me a moment.
Well, I picked it because of Wolf.
There was someone from another team that I'm not going to mention. They said that they have been watching OSFirstTimer since like the first month it came out.
Mm-hmm. So they would really... Okay, well, I bags them then. I'll go to them. No. I go to them.
You can't.
I did.
Well,
I just did. Whoever it is.
You don't know who it is. You should have remembered. But I think because it's unfair that I remember that, what we're going to do is this. Right now, you pick... Do you want me to go to another team or do you want to go? Do you want to stick with
I'll go
Duncan?
to another team.
You want to go to another team?
Sorry, Wolf. It's nothing
Okay.
personal. I just
Okay.
want to get away from Philip. He's a traitor.
And obviously you're going to pick a team that has 2 points, aren't you?
Of course I will. What do you think this is?
Okay.
The Santa Clausy one.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm OS team first timer and you are team second timer.
Yeah.
I was actually going to get a wheel to decide what team we randomly get put onto,
that's okay.
but you just picked.
You know, when like the running race, they like go before the gun shoots. That's what's happening.
Yeah, people are pressing it too far.
Okay.
The worst part is I know it.
Okay. Yeah, there's another layer of difficulty. My misdirection. Now, your local first. What is your answer to this question?
It is Mum Destroys XP with
Yeah.
Memes Virus,
Got it right.
Buddy, and Spy Sheriff.
That is
Yeah, and that's my Santa Claus
correct.
that got it.
Oh, no! You picked the right
I
team.
did.
The 7th question is: how many episodes does Diana Games Through Time have?
Oh, I think
40?
42. 42, I think.
Okay, Duncan again got it first.
Oh, my
Skip, because
team.
I've literally no idea why I sent the dot, because I have no idea.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
52.
no, Duncan, don't
Well,
miss us up.
52. 52. You
52.
are completely
Wrong,
wrong.
Oh, no! So we start off, we're on the same team. You choose that team, it goes up. Did you watch this without
No,
me?
I did not watch
Well,
this.
your one
without-
just went
It
up
was
to
the
find mine
Santa
goes
Claus
backwards.
that-
You're just like, I'd better bail from this team.
No, the Santa Claus just he stands
Are you
out.
distracted by Santa Claus? Let's get going.
You
HCAP.
have 0 points now. Cohen,
Is it 44?
that is completely correct. You get 2
Well,
Oh.
I said 4.
So whichever one you
I'm
pick.
actually
Wasn't
not
actually
sure.
that far off.
Cohen, your team, Ubuntu first timer, got 4 points. You're tied with first. Now, the 8th question
They
is:
ruined the trend.
what year and month did Mum Tries Out Windows 8
November
come from?
2012.
Come out, yeah.
What do you
Cohen,
think?
you are the first one.
Well,
to
you would
answer.
know.
November 2012.
You are correct. No, I
I
should.
had that in my head, but
I should-
I've
I should-
messed up so many times. I didn't want
Oh,
to do it.
no,
For
look,
the
they're
9th
ahead now.
question,
You're not in the lead anymore.
What video is this phrase from? Oh, it's coming. The aliens have arrived.
I don't even
You getting
know.
the Alienware.
Alright.
Area,
Oh!
Alright, Cohen,
laptop.
you're again the first one.
the
to-
laptop. Mum unboxes Alienware laptop.
Mum unboxes Alienware 14 laptop.
Yep.
You are completely amazing because you're correct.
Wow.
Oh,
You have like
wow.
8
I had to
points.
think
Oh,
for that
you have
question.
8 points. Well, I know who's gonna win Game Show first.
How do you got internet that fast?
I live in
Yeah.
I live in the second most populated town in South Australia, or the third.
Oh,
Lives in
that
South
answers it.
Australia.
Wait, where? The second most populated
It's not Bunbury, is it? No.
That's in Western Australia.
no, I'm
so
thinking
Adelaide would be the most
South
populated
Australia,
town.
wait a second.
Adelaide is the top, but what's the second most?
I don't think we've ever been to South Australia.
We have.
When?
When I was like 8. We went to
Oh,
Adelaide.
the gun.
And we were pissed off because you go to McDonald's in Adelaide, you ask for water, and they say that'll be 20 cents. And we're not used to being charged
For
for
water.
water.
That's
Anyway.
right. And I remember when we stayed there in Adelaide, we were at the hotel and we wanted to go for a walk to Ayers Rock.
Yeah.
And Ben says to one of the locals there, oh, which way is it to Ayers Rock? And it was like 200 kilometres away. And he said, you wouldn't be walking there. I remember that because you kind of think that Ayers Rock is like the central of,
Yeah.
you know, and that everything's close to Ayers Rock, but it's not the case.
Okay.
Or the third.
Oh, that answers it.
What video is this phrase
I don't know
from?
what it is.
Maybe Hitler's a psychic.
Or maybe Hitler's a psychic.
Okay, Overgreen. Yeah,
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't know
I have no
either.
clue.
Overgreen.
Mum talks to chatbots.
What's the video called? It's
It's
free.
Mum tries out Eliza, Raptor, and Cleverbot.
Yeah.
The 11th question is.
Whoa, 10
Is-
points.
is- what video did Dinah build a roller coaster theme park?
Oh, yeah,
I
the roller
remember
coaster
that one.
tycoon.
I enjoyed
Tran.
that.
2003 or something.
That was Diana Games Through Time. I think it's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
How are you all so good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
you're
love
correct.
the Diana Games Through Time series, so.
So you have 6 points now, and Team First Timer has 0 points. So are they ever going to actually have a
It's just a
point?
matter of
That's
ping
so
issue.
annoying.
The ping isn't good enough.
I got like 100 MS here, around 100 to 200.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that,
I
see,
don't know how to check for that, to be honest.
I'm
Oh,
back.
that explains it. See, my team have bad ping, you see, which means when they press the buzzer, there's a delay.
They'd use any excuse, wouldn't they?
Oh,
Any excuse.
it's a controller's fault. Controller game. This is a controller's fault.
Any
It's a mouse's
excuse.
fault. But no, that is an excuse. That's legit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a number. It's a ping of 120. The other teams could say, oh, our ping's only 30, you know?
Okay,
Like, it's
let's
there's
get
a physical
watching.
number.
132.
The 12th question is, which OS First Timer Patreon supporter requested the most videos?
Mighty Eagle? Maybe?
Okay. Cohen again.
Gonna
Oh,
guess
come on.
One Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh, you already know.
You already know.
Why are they so easy? And Ship did more harder questions.
I thought it was Tower Tech tutorials, but Mighty Eagle was my second guess.
I thought it was Victor Tran.
Neither of
He
those.
didn't request
thought it
any
was
videos.
Victor.
I don't know if
Um,
he didn't request any.
Yeah, Top Tutorial is in my
Okay, the 13th question is, what video did Diana try to get a job as a snowmaker?
Oh, Winway
I don't
resume.
remember that.
It was it gets you ready for jobs.
My dogs keep coming late.
Oh my, why is it
I
Cohen
find this hard.
again?
I don't
Like,
even know.
I
are you
know.
magic?
I edited
magic,
them.
Bruh.
magic.
And it's me on my screen. I hate this pain.
Okay. Is it it was Mum tries out Winway resume from whatever.
You
Oh,
are,
wow.
you already know it.
Just saw it in the lead.
Let's just,
I knew the video. I just never knew the-
can I just eliminate him, like, right now?
Oh,
Yeah, it wouldn't be any loss.
Oh,
We would
jeez.
won by-
Oh,
Cohen is like an auto clicker, but it's like an auto dot typer instead.
I mean, that would be funny, but I don't actually know how to do. I can only get like basic autoclickers working.
That would be possible though.
Yeah, it would.
well,
We gotta
It's pretty
prepare that
macro.
for Game Show First Timer V2.
Game Show Second Timer. Okay.
Oh, that'll be
This
the next
question
one.
Is from another.
Season 2, Game Show Second Timer. You should do one every year, you know?
Mhm.
Or maybe every 6 months, depending what my hands depend, because there's a lot of work to do this, I know.
Her channel than OSFirstTimer. The
Oh, I
14th,
like this one.
the 14th question is, how many videos does How to Quickly have?
Oh, I don't even know.
Ooh.
8?
32?
Local Fierce?
See who's closer,
Oh,
you or
I'm
me.
hitting it.
Well, you
I
would be.
don't know,
You
but I'd
edited
say,
them
like,
and did them.
14?
Ooh.
Definitely more than 14.
I don't think there was that many.
You,
There was quite a few.
you incorrect. You got 5 points.
Yeah, I had a
Ah!
Oh, you lost a
Yes,
point.
okay, I know your weaknesses now.
Don't
How
do
many
that.
videos has blah 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 has?
That's a
Baron
weird-
Gavin, Baron Gavin, Baron Gavin.
That is hard.
5?
Incorrect.
Oh,
Okay,
these
you
guys
are
do
zero
it.
again.
Cohen does things. Cohen does
What?
things.
Just don't ever get minus one.
I
That's
didn't say
embarrassing.
any numbers.
You may as well just sit there and not do anything. It'll get
At
better.
this
Bro
point,
just got used to Cohen answering all the questions, that's why.
worst part, I definitely don't know. Even though I
Oh,
might know
jeez.
quickly.
I want to have a point, please.
Continue. Okay, it's finally Cohen does things. Okay, what's your...
I'm gonna say 41.
Oh,
You
that's a lot.
are... You already know it. You're incorrect. Finally.
Okay.
Lost a point.
Yes!
Unlucky 13.
This is like
He's
impossible.
just 13 points.
Range.
He's 13. Okay. Okay, now Phil Gates or everything Windows.
Yeah, since Cohen answers 41 is incorrect, but I knew how to quickly around 30 or 40, so maybe, and over, Phil's
get a
channel
point.
never do round numbers like 100, 200, maybe I'll guess 39, maybe, out of luck.
You could have looked that up.
You
after
are
that last
correct.
time. Yeah, I looked it up.
What?
That was close.
That's crazy.
Oh my
This has just become a guessing
I
game.
think so too,
That
because
was so-
that was a long delay. Wait, where's his point?
Because he looked it up, he didn't get a point.
Okay, now.
At least I didn't get another point.
Team First Timer, you finally have actual points.
There,
system,
you
you know.
actually have some points.
Finally.
You have to get the number
So,
exactly right.
Team First Timer, you have 0 points. So we're going to get eliminated if you don't answer any questions. Okay, this is going to be maybe interesting. Number 15, I'm pretty sure. Alright, number 15. What's Phil's first channel? Well, what was?
12
Ashton.
patterns.
Oh, I thought it was actually.
12 patterns.
The answer with it anyway.
What's going on?
Did he put the answer there?
OS Daily Timer said, what was Phil's first channel? Answer, 12
patterns.
He was meant to copy the question, but he copied the answer too. From his,
I love
so
it.
everyone's laughing. How awkward. Well, I guess whoever pressed the dot first wins. But that's everyone knows 12 patterns.
Well, I thought Ashton Fraser.
The
No.
answer with it, but
That's not even.
Let's
Oh,
just
and
switch-
That's like my
let's just
third
switch it
channel.
to second channel.
Your local fairest content, Kias. Yeah. Yeah, what's your answer, your local fairest?
is it 12p Adams?
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah,
I thought you would.
You should have
I got it.
answered. You should have answered wrong, Ivan.
Yeah, I
that's
would do
right.
that.
Everyone should
Especially
lose
because I'm
right.
at with like
No.
As a very
Over-
good
over
host,
green.
I would never trick my contestants.
Wait, I
Yeah,
have
you're
a
a
question.
perfect host. You have a bright future
Yes, as
in TV.
hosting game show first timer wherever. Okay, name a channel. Channel made by Phil. Okay.
A channel made by
Philip
Philip.
Atom.
Philip Atom.
No.
Philip Atoms. God, correct.
You got both my names wrong.
2 L's.
2 L's,
It's
I'm
1
1
L.
L, and Atoms as well. Oh. Couldn't
Philip
get worse.
Adams.
Diana.
Still wrong.
Yeah, just that.
Do you know what? So that means if OS Daily Timer, how do you spell Philip? He'd get that question wrong. He knows so much but the spelling of my name.
Overgreen.
What the hell is that question?
What?
What kind of question is that?
What?
There's like 20.
Is it?
Yeah, like what do you just say?
Overgreen, what's your
OS
answer?
Timer?
YouTube millionaire.
You are incorrect.
What? What?
What?
Wait,
I don't
what?
even know.
Alright, Cole, that's Migs. What's your answer?
Correct?
No, we're talking about Philip Atoms here, though.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know it's a trick question.
I'd just say OSFirstTimer.
That's correct.
No, those would.
None.
What?
I'm not even.
It's double L. It's double L.
Yeah,
Look, like.
OS, he
Oh,
did
that was a
know.
trick question.
Because on the previous question, he just said, I'm a good host. I would never trick you guys.
Yeah, and then he does.
But
I
actually,
like his sense of humour.
I'm pretty
actually.
sure there would be if, yeah, I do like it too. Because he just said it on
Because
the
he
previous
really, he had
question.
all of us.
Yeah, he even had me. Well, you spelled it wrong.
Funny.
But at the same time, there would be a guy called Philip Adams who made a channel.
Oh, I've done that so many times when trying to write for questions.
Oh, that is a tricky one.
I've done that so many
Oh,
times
no,
trying to do
I-
comments for the PodcastFirstTimer. I hate what I've created.
Alright.
Okay, so that's where we're going to stop it
Okay.
now because he said to stop it there. So be sure to stick around for the final episode. Diana's coming second. I'm coming third. At least I'm not coming last. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. Be sure to watch the very final episode. Leave a comment because this is your last chance with this series and stuff. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of OSFirstTimer and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you then.
Right.
No, you've got to include that out. Because it just goes to show you're not perfect every time you do it. So that'll do. That's the
We'll
end.
see you guys in the next episode.
No, that
There we
stays.
go.
That stays.